Hey guys, it's Eric with the Miller Park Minute, where we're throwing strikes and getting likes, hitting dingers, and getting listeners back again with another episode. We're going to talk about the Brewers' victory tonight. We're going to talk about uh, positions and trades and kind of what I've heard around the league. Just more talk about Shohei. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. And then we're also going to talk about the game and just some philosophy on baseball and some thoughts. So this is your daily Brewers feed. We talk about the Brew Crew every day. 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time is our upload time. We go live Saturdays at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Google, Rumble, Castbox, iHeartRadio, Radio Public, you name it. Every podcast is recorded nightly, so typically after the game, typically a little later. If you want to join us on Facebook or Twitter, it's Miller Park Minute on both of those platforms. You can also use the code Miller Park Minute at SeatGeek to save $20 off. If you want to support the channel here, you can click down below the join button, become a subscriber. There's multiple levels, and basically what it is it's like tipping me for the service that I do and the videos that I produce. So if you feel free to do that. Shout out to the members. Richard is our guy right now. So let's get into it. Let's break out the game. Let's talk about the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. So I always tell you guys, there isn't really a downright ugly when we win. I am going to tell you that there is a downright ugly in this game, and we're going to start off with it. So the Brewers had 10 hits and scored 5 runs. 50% ratio there. Want to see a few more runners get across the board. The good thing is it's a victory. We're still first place in the NL Central at 53 and 43. Big stuff there. Yelich had a hit today. Contreras went 3 for 5. Adames went 1 for 4. Then we got a bunch of zeros across the board. Tyrone Taylor, Miller, Jaheim Jones, Turing, Montecero 2 for 4, Perkins 2 for 3, and Weimer 1 for 4. So there's certain guys on this roster that are earning at least enough to keep their spots. Montecero comes out and plays hard every day. He is actually batting up at 292, which is awesome. Weimer, we don't really have another option. Tyrone Taylor, we don't really have another option there. Of course, Yelich has earned and kept his spot. Contreras, Willie Adames, and Owen Miller. But there are certain guys on this roster that are just they're our best possible option at this juncture. So there's nothing else we can do, guys, and that is what it is. Until we make a potential trade or something along the lines. So the bad today was the starting performance by Colin Ray. Colin Ray has been consistent with us so far, but tonight's performance was not one of his best. He went 5 innings, allowed 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 of which were earned, and he struck out 3, and he did give up a long ball. We had Milner go a solid inning with 2 strikeouts, Perguo, 1 strikeout, Piems, 2 strikeouts, and Devin Williams for save number 24. So obviously the good work of the bullpen and the good of the bullpen has really been saving our keister here in these tight ball games. 1-run games have been like a regular thing, and we're like 18 for. Oh, I forget the statistic. I apologize. But we've won a lot of them, and that's a good thing. That's a damn good thing. So across the board, their starter didn't go any longer than our starter, so nothing bad there. They had 3 runs. They got those 3 runs early off of Colin Ray. So take the good with the bad there. I mean, a win's a win. It's a win. So on to the next. Let's talk about the scoreboard real quick. Scoreboard watching. Pittsburgh final 7-5 over Cleveland. St. Louis 6-4 over Miami. There's still a reality where Pittsburgh or where St. Louis just wins a bunch of games. So, and I believe the Reds won as well tonight. No, they lost. Wait, no, that's not right. I lost my sheet here. My scores sheet. I had a tab up. So I prepare these tabs ahead of time. Sometimes they're harder to navigate. So if you ever wonder why I'm struggling, it's because sometimes I screw it up and I close something I need. Cubs won 8-3 over the Nats. I'm not too impressed with that. The Reds did win 3-2. So we didn't gain any ground in the standings. Unfortunately not. So we're still 2.5 ahead, which is huge right now. I mean, we've got momentum going into the second part of the season, which is good. Let's run down the stats real quick in case we haven't updated. 282 for Christian Yelich, runs 69. Willie Adames leading the way with 16 homers. Runs batted in, Yelich 51. Stolen bases, Yelich at 21. Pitching is Burns pretty much except for saves. Burns has 8 wins. Devin Williams has 24 saves. Earned run average 373 is Corbin Burns. Strikeouts 115 and whip 1.11. That hasn't changed. That hasn't changed since Burns last started, obviously. But those are the things that we want. We just want the consistency of certain guys to continue to proceed forward. I think one of the big things I mentioned in last night's video is a lot of people kind of jump on our team and jump on the negative all the time. And one of the things I will say, consistency is key. I would prefer to have Christian Yelich consistently batting 282. I don't want dips. You know what I mean? Like I think that's important. A lot of people like to point to our batting average when they go online, when they go on the Facebook groups. They like to point to our batting averages. There's not a ton of team. I mean, of players in the league right now, the top top 10 players all have 300 batting averages. Everybody else is below a 300 batting average. So the 300 batting average is not necessarily the mark that everyone hits nowadays. And I think that's really important to understand when you're talking about the long and short of this game. If we go just our team, high water marks for the Brewers 282, 274, 229, 210, and 208 are our current top players. I don't know. I just think that that's kind of out there. One of the things that we do hear a lot of right now is talk about Shohei Ohtani. So, of course, what am I going to do? I'm going to talk about Shohei Ohtani. So, Bleacher Report today put out an article suggesting that we trade Mazeroski and Frelick and one more. Hold on. Let's go directly to the source. I screenshotted it, but of course I can't see that right now. And we'll go to the MLB. So basically, everybody's kind of talking. Shohei Ohtani is the buzz word for trades around the National League and I guess around that whole MLB. I shouldn't say just the National League, but it's kind of funny. That in being, it's funny because everybody wants to talk about it. There's not even confirmed that he's going to be traded yet, and they want to talk about it. So let's talk about the Dark Horse sweepstakes. 8 Dark Horse teams in Angels Shohei Ohtani trade sweepstakes amid rumors. So they start out with number 8 at Toronto. Number 7 is Atlanta. Number 6 is Houston. Cincinnati. And then you go all the way to Milwaukee. So the proposed trade gets DH Shohei Ohtani, DH right-handed pitcher Shohei Ohtani. Angels get Sal Frelick, Jefferson Churio, and Mazaraga. But notice Jackson Churio's name isn't there. That's because it's hard to imagine the Brewers parting with number 5 prospect in baseball for any rental, Ohtani included. Instead, this offer would see the Angels get number 31, Frelick, number 66, Curio, and number 69, Mezarowski. Prospects in the game. An easier pill for the Brewers to swallow, perhaps, or maybe one they'd still prefer not to, lest they blow up the future of 2023. Beyond the future of 2023. So, the reason I bring this up is because it mentions names. And I actually brought this up to a few friends of mine, a few other podcasters, and they all said to me, well, nope, he's untouchable. Jacob Mazarowski. And I said to them, I said, okay, but if it means a World Series? And they said, still untouchable. And I said, what? Why? When you're trying to contend, when you're close, like we're in this window here, and we're in this window to be all in. And right now, that is the move to be all in. That is the move. So I think you gotta be a little more flexible than that and realize if we're gonna put pieces together to go all in on a season, we gotta do it now. And I'm not saying that that's the trade that's going to get Shohei Ohtani. I'm just saying that would be a good start. There's lots of trade rumors coming across the feed right now. All of it's kind of just it's hype. It's nothing particularly like we're not getting any serious stuff yet. So it's just hype. And albeit I enjoy it, I also think that Cardinals got Jacob Barnes. That's hilarious. I just saw that one come across the feed. Commissioner's about to be reelected, guys. Woo woo! Yay! Guy who calls that a piece of metal. We talked about the draft signings already. Rowdy, Wade Miley, we got that all covered. So, I think some of the biggest stuff here coming forward this week is going to be some more trade content. I told you yesterday, put your trades in a DM, in a message to me. I will talk about more trades today. I kind of had some stuff go wild with a pop tire. So, the day just got away from me, and I'm still feeling a little under the weather. So, we are definitely going to do more trade talk. I just didn't have the prep time I wanted to today due to circumstance. So we will get to that tomorrow. Guys, let's celebrate a victory over the Phillies. Fighting Phils. Still in first place. Still kicking butt. And as always, guys, remember, thank you for watching the Miller Park Minute. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I appreciate each and every visitor to this channel. Share it with a friend. Tell a friend. Like, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next episode, guys. As always, go Brew Crew. See you tomorrow.